In this video, I'm going to be going over an AI agent I made for e-commerce stores that you can make in less than 10 minutes. First, I'm going to go through a demo of how this agent works, both in chat and voice version. And then I'm going to help you build this AI agent from scratch, step by step. So jumping into the live demo, we'll first start off with our chat version. So I've gone ahead and created a dummy store for a shoe company, and I've done this on Shopify. I've called it Shoe Surgeons, and it's got a few different products of different types of shoes we sell. So it's got some Jordan 4s, it's got some running shoes, and it's got some basketball shoes here. Now this chatbot will still work for more complex and developed sites, but I've just made this Shopify website to show you how this agent will work in practice. And as you can see, there is a chatbot icon in the bottom right corner, which is where our AI agent is going to be. So if we click on this, and we can see that there's an opening message here. So this is our assistant for the e-commerce store. And the first message is, hey there, welcome to Shoe Surgeons. I'm Alexa, and I'm here to help you find the perfect kicks or answer any questions you have. Whether you're looking for something fresh, need help with sizing, or want to check in on an order, I've got you covered. What can I help you with today? So we're going to type in, I would like some Jordan 4s. What have you got available? Let's go ahead and see in what shoes we have on the store. Let's gone ahead and found two Jordan 4s that we have. So we've got the military blacks, which is over here, and we've got the red thunders, which are here. So it's gone ahead and found both of our Jordan 4s that we have on this website. And it's even included the sizes we have available and the descriptions of both of them. So we can scroll across here, or whatever it may be. And we can go and even click on this to go and view the product if we want. And it's asking what size we're looking for. So let's say, I like the military blacks. Give me a size 9.5. And I'm saying 9.5 because we know that's sold out. So I want to test this function. So I've gone ahead and asked that question. It's come back and it's told me it's not available, which is correct. We don't have these available as the size 9.5s. And just so you know that it hasn't made that up, I've gone and clicked on the product. And as you can see here, the 9.5 is actually crossed out. So it's given me an accurate and reliable answer there. Now it's gone ahead and actually suggested maybe we could go for a size 10 for a slightly roomier fit. So I'm like, cool. Sure. Add this to my basket. Now I've actually been quite vague here, so it should come with a follow-up question. Perfect, which is what it's asked. I say size 10. And great, it's gone ahead and actually added those Jordans to my cart. I haven't clicked any buttons here. So I can go ahead and click checkout if I wanted to, but let's try and expand this a little bit further. So I'm going to say, actually, what running shoes have you got? And it's gone ahead and gone and found all the running shoes we actually have available. So we've got the Pumas, it's gone and found some Adidas ones, some Steph Curry shoes. So we have those here. We have the Pumas, Steph Curry shoes, and some Adidas over here, which is great. So let's say, I'm looking for some long distance running shoes. So it's helping me find the exact shoes that I want for my personal preference, which is great. And it's recommended the Adidas Supernovas, which is probably the best option that we have. I'm going to say, I want the Adidas size 9. And great, it's gone ahead and actually added that to my cart. So it's gone ahead and added both. So it's now got the Jordan 4s and also the Adidas in there. And it's asking me, do I want to grab both of these, or did I not mean to do that, which is great. And I'm saying, no, I'm ready to check out. So I've actually been a bit vague there and assumed that I just want to have the Adidas in my basket. So I'm going to say, no, I want the Jordans in there as well. So just adding the Jordan 4s to my basket. Just going through all the steps that it needs to. And making sure that we've both got both the items in the same basket here. That's gone ahead and made sure that we've got both our items in here. So we've got 2 items totaling to £180, which should be correct. 65 plus 115. Yeah, that's 180 quid. And then we can go in here and click here to check out. So if I go ahead and click on checkout now, you can see it's taken me to the checkout page that I have on my Shopify store, and it's got both the Jordan 4s in size 10 and the running shoes in size 9. So it's taken me through that whole shopping experience and made sure that it's got the right things in there with no mistakes, really. Now, we also have a voice chat available version as well. So instead of having to type on a keyboard, a user can just speak about what they want and they can interact with this assistant just with their voice. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this unmute button on here so we can hear the assistant, and I'm going to talk with it directly through this. So I'm going to say, yeah, I'm looking for something casual, like some Jordans. Some Jordan 4s would be good, actually, if you've got any available. I'm a size 9, so yeah, something along those lines.
Perfect. Let me check what Jordan 4s we have available for you in size 9. Those are definitely a solid choice for casual wear. Nice. I found the perfect Jordan 4 for you. The Wet Air Jordan 4 Military Black. And it's available in your size 9. These are super clean and versatile. The all black colorway goes with pretty much everything. The Military Black is a classic. And they've got that premium leather construction with the signature Jordan 4 details. Want me to add these to your cart? Or would you like to see if we have any other Jordan options available?
No, I think let's not add them to the cart just yet. What is your return policy like?
No worries at all. Smart to check the return policy first. Let me grab that info for you. Here's the breakdown of our return policy. It's pretty straightforward. Return policy.
So I've gone ahead and just muted the chat for a second, as you know, I don't need to hear her go through everything on here, but it's gone ahead and actually referenced a knowledge base which I've attached to this assistant, and it's actually gone and got these details. So if I jump over to the FAQ PDF that I gave this, we can see that these are all correct. So the return policy says 30 days. They need to be unworn in original packaging, and the customer covers the return shipping. So I've gone ahead and jumped over to the PDF that I've given this agent, and you can see all 3 of these things are in here. So it's got an accurately referenced knowledge bases that we can give it, as well as helping the user through their shopping experience. So I'm not going to go through everything like I did for the chatbot as well, but as you can see, this agent actually has a lot of different functionalities that it can rely on. Now that we've gone ahead and seen the kind of final result of what we're going to be getting from our agent, let's go ahead and start building this from scratch. Now you want to go over to Voiceflow, which is probably the best option for kind of building chatbots in the space at the moment, I would say. And as you can see, it's a very, very simple build. We just have the start icon and one agent here. So once you've signed up to Voiceflow and you've got an account and everything, you want to go ahead and start a workflow and just literally go on here and add an agent. And then once you've created your agent module, you're going to want to create a new agent. So mine's already here called Shopify agent, but if we just hit this drop down, you can hit create agent here. And then you can either ask Voiceflow to generate a prompt for you, but I've already got one that is kind of adapted for this store that I'm working with. But you can adapt this for your own store or businesses that you're going to build these agents for. Going back to my agent, which is called Shopify agent, we've got a prompt here, which is, again, not very long and has all the necessary information that it needs to be a really accurate and reliable agent. So starting from the top, we've given it a role. We've assigned it to be a customer support agent for our company, Shoe Surgeons. We've then gone to the personality of how we want it to talk to the customer. And we've given it a knowledge base as well. So So this is the FAQ that I showed a moment ago, which is the frequently asked questions knowledge page. And it has different things on here that it can reference. So the shipping times, the return and refund policy, payment methods, order changes, sizing information, and contact details. And we instructed it to reference this when it needs to. And then finally at the bottom, which I'll get onto more about in detail, is the tool usage. So these are the tools that it's going to call to add things to the cart or check what products we have available, anything along those lines. And I'm going to show you how we get those tools in a moment. We then want to make sure we turn on a few of these buttons here. So we're going to turn on the knowledge base. This is going to allow us to reference that frequently asked questions PDF that we have. And we want to turn on cards and carousels. Now, once we've turned on all these buttons that we need, we're going to add actually the most important part to this, and it's the MCP server. Now, in really basic terms, what an MCP server is it's a service which allows our AI agent, in this case, Alexa, I think her name was, to connect to external tools that another service would use. So in our case, it's Shopify, and these would be tools like searching the shop catalog, which we've got here, getting product details or getting things from the cart or updating the cart. So these are tools that the Shopify storefront MCP already allows us to do, and we don't need to build these tools from scratch. The MCP server has done all the hard work for us, basically. So I want to go ahead and hit add here, and the tool types we're going to use, we can see there's a few different options. We want to click MCP, and I've already created mine. It's called Shopify storefront, but just click add MCP server. I'm going to call this Shopify test. And then the server URL we want to put in here, we're going to actually find on the storefront MCP server, which is on the development documents that Shopify provides. So you want to head on over to this URL here that we've got, or just type in Shopify dev and you'll be able to find it pretty easily. And then you want to open up the side panel, scroll down to where it says MCP servers, and we want to hit storefront MCP server. They also have another one, which is called Customer Accounts MCP Server. And this is more for back-end stuff that maybe owners would want to do. But for storefront processes that a customer would interact with, we want to hit this link here. And this is going to be the URL that we want to copy. It's the one that says https rstore/API/MCP. We want to go ahead and copy this. Obviously, we want to replace where it says storedomain.com with our actual store. But go ahead and copy this link. And then head back on over to your Voiceflow workflow and paste that in there. Now you just want to replace where it says store domain here with the URL of your own store. So I'm going to go ahead and copy mine over now. So I'm going to head copy mine here, paste it in here. And then I'm not going to do it now because I've already created one, but you're then going to hit add MCP server. Amazing. Then once you've got that added, you want to hit your Shopify storefront to add the necessary tools that we want. So if we go into the prompt, we can see that there's a few different ones we want. We want the search shop catalog tool. We want the get product details tool. We want the get cart tool, and we want the update cart tool. So all of these functions are going to allow us to do the operations that you saw in the chatbot, which was search for things, find details about products, add things to our cart, remove things from our cart, etc. So to do this, we're going to go to Tools, hit Add, MCP, and then you want to click on the MCP that we just added. Click on here, and you can see I've already added these tools, so I can't add them twice. But it really is as simple as just scrolling through here, finding the tools that you want and adding them. So you want to go ahead and click the Get Cart one, click the Get Product Details one, click the Search Shop Catalog one, and click the Update Cart one. And then once you've added those tools, you're going to see them populate here. And we've got all the tools that we need now. We don't even need to write any prompting. The LLM description has already been written here for us by the MCP, which this is why MCPs are so powerful, because we don't have to do any prompting. We don't have to create the tools. It's all done for us and works with these different services. And finally, we can go ahead and select our model. So I've just used the Claude 4 Sonnet one, which is really basic. I haven't made any adjustments to this. You can go ahead and kind of tweak this to what you want, but this is fine for now. And then we're going to go off, and that is our agent pretty much completed. Now we can make some changes to our UI interface. So if we want to change the color of this chatbot or change what it says here, that's, you can change that how you want to. I'll show you on a surface level how you can actually do that in just a moment. But the final thing I wanted to show you was the knowledge base that we want to add. So adding knowledge base in Voiceflow is really simple. As you saw, we have our FAQ document here, which I just created using ChatGPT. And this is really easy to make. You literally just prompt ChatGPT to create you a PDF of this dummy stores frequently asked questions. And you can see there's actually a couple typos in here, like these black dots where there's dashes, but it's not a big deal just because this is a kind of proof of concept scenario. But once you've got your PDF, they're really easy to drag and drop into Voiceflow. So we go into Voiceflow again. And then we go and click on knowledge base. And then to add a data source, we're just going to hit this button in the top right here, click upload file, and then you just want to drag and drop your files in. Now you can adjust chunking strategies if you want, but this is quite advanced. It's not really necessary for a simple scenario like this. So once you've dragged and dropped them in here, just click import. And then you're going to see the shoe surgeon's FAQ PDF appear here. Amazing. Now that is our whole AI agent workflow done. Let's go ahead and test it out in the chatbot here. And we can see that it's written our first message pretty successfully. So I'm going to say, I want some Jordans. Amazing. So it's gone ahead and found the Jordans that we have available. Let's just try the adding to cart function. So add the red ones, size 12 to my cart. And that's saying that it's not available, which is great. Yeah, so it mentions that some sizes are sold out, which is great. So I'm going to say, okay, add size 6.5. So you can see that it's found product information, it's found sizes that aren't available, and now let's go ahead and adding the right ones to my cart. Amazing. So that's been added to my cart, and I can go ahead and click checkout here if I wanted to. I'm going to just check out if the PDF is being referenced correctly from the knowledge base. So I'm going to say, what is your return policy? And as you can see, it's gone ahead and given us our return policy correctly. So everything is firing as expected, and this AI agent in the backend is all working perfectly. So now to add this to our website, what we want to do is we want to go over to this button here, which is interfaces. And we want to go ahead and copy this over here. And then we want to scroll down to appearance and style, and both this as well. And this just suggests how you want to have it appear on your website. So these are all the selections I made for the widget that we're going to have. You can adjust these to how you want. You can make it bigger, smaller, some more spacing, etc. But that's all up to you. You can turn off voice mode if you want. If I've left it on. And then for our appearance and style, you can go ahead and select the colors you want. This is really easy, and it's, again, all personal preference. You can add logos and things, anything you really want here. And you can turn off the powered by Voiceflow when you've got a paid subscription, like I have. Then once you've made all the adjustments you want to make with the widget, you want to go ahead and copy this here. But before we do that, we actually want to make sure we publish our agent, because if we don't publish it, it's not going to appear with the correct version that we want on our website. So you want to head on over to your workflow here and then hit publish, name it whatever you want, any notes that you want to put in there, and then go ahead and hit the publish button. Once you've done that, then we go ahead and copy our code. So going back over to the interfaces, we can now copy the code, and we're going to have the right version that we want. So hit copy here. And this is the script that we're going to embed into our. Now with that code, you want to jump over to your Shopify website. So log into your Shopify account. Obviously you need to create a website or into your own one, which you're already going to have. Click on the online store button. Move this over here. And then you want to go ahead into the code so we can paste that snippet in. So we're going to hit the 3 dots over here, and we're going to hit edit code. And then to find the right section of code we want to paste it into, you want to hit the layout button here, and then go to the theme.liquid section. Then you want to scroll down to around line 40, and this is the last part of the Shopify code that you're going to have. And then you want to go ahead and paste your script in here that you've got from Voiceflow. So this code here represents that chatbot that we're going to embed. And then once you put this into the code, refreshed your store, you're going to see this pop up on your main store. So make sure you hit save, and then we're going to go ahead and look and see if it's populated on our store. And there you go. As you can see, we've got our widget in the bottom corner. So if I just refresh this to start a new chat, you can see that all works fine, and that's populating like we expect. So if I just ask it a quick question, have you got running shoes or something? And it's gone ahead and found me all different running shoes options that we have on the website. But that's the tutorial pretty much wrapped up now. We've got a working chatbot on our e-commerce site that can add things to basket, give product recommendations, and many other functions. If you're an e-commerce site and you'd like to do this for your business, hit the link in the bios, go to my website, innoviosolutions.com, and we can help you build this out. If you're someone that's trying to build this for yourself, for your own website, hopefully you found this useful. And if so, please hit the like and subscribe button.